All right, let's see if we can take this thing, because I'm not trying to edit anything, but I need to get this information out because I found out so many things over the past couple weeks that I wish I knew when this went down. If you guys haven't been following, I fractured my ankle, which doesn't exist, my lower leg, my distal fibula, and if I could go back, the amount of ease that I would have with just the tips that I could share with anybody who's watching this video right now that has never been injured or has been injured before but just didn't do it the right way or didn't learn. I have some stuff I've written down that I'm trying to share just in case anybody ever gets wrecked and doesn't know what to do. And in the moment, if you can think back to this video or bring this up while you're sitting on the sidelines, this might help you dramatically. And it literally starts off before you even get wrecked by just getting in shape, get healthy, because you're going to need your other limbs to be performing better than they've ever been. I have contorted my body and done things that most people would have needed a wheelchair for because of the condition that I was in when I fractured my ankle. And the more you can do, the more you're going to be able to help yourself, and you're going to be able to fix yourself in rehab, because you're going to learn how many things you actually do every day and desire to do every day, and how difficult that is to ask people or get help from people to do everything every day. And the first thing I gotta say when you get wrecked is don't step on it. Don't try to pick it up. Don't move it. You got wrecked. You're not a specialist. You know you got wrecked because your body has systems where it can tell you, yo, don't touch that, or it's bulging out, whatever. You need to find a specialist. But there's going to be a long procedure ahead of you, and you just need to relax, breathe, let it go. Just accept the present moment that you're in, and just accept that you need to be in the right mindset. You need to be put together so that you can be the best you, because you have some steps that you need to take. You have a situation that you're involved in, and you want to make the right decisions. So just relax, take some deep breaths, dial yourself in, and I'm going to run you through exactly what you should and should not do. And before I even get into any of this, I got to let you guys know I am not a doctor. I am not a physical therapist. I barely graduated high school. I am just someone who experienced this and has insane tips that I can share with you, and I'm just trying to get them out there so that if they can help people, then I am just grateful. And the biggest thing that I was doing wrong right away was look up the difference between Tylenol and ibuprofen and what's in them, and acetaminophen. And I'm pretty sure my Tylenol was the final thing that I was told by my orthopedic doctor that I could take that wouldn't increase inflammation and would actually help with the swelling and potentially a little bit of the pain. But look that up. Figure out what you're taking, because you don't want to just, first of all, just take pain medication, because now you're going to completely numb everything that's going on, and now you don't know what's wrong with yourself. You might do something to injure it even more, and why would you just randomly take pain medication? You want to feel that pain. It's a system there that's in the body, but if it obviously is overwhelming and you need it, then I understand, but don't have that be the first resort. Also, don't fly. Don't just go jump on a plane. If you have internal bleeding situations or something like that, then things could rupture. You want to also not go straight to an urgent care, or if it's an emergency and you have to do something, obviously just send it. But if it's a bone or something like that, find an orthopedic that specializes in that area. My issue is I went to the urgent care and they gave me x-rays, and they were terrible at the x-rays that they gave me. And then they gave me a recommendation to go get a boot to immobilize it, and they didn't tell me what to do. So then I ended up with the piece of paper that they gave me. They told me basically that my foot was messed up and I needed to find an orthopedic that specializes in foot and ankle. And when I got to the orthopedic, he told me to take the boot off that I got immediately because it was the wrong one, and it was actually bending at the spot where you don't want any mobilization. It was just wild. So find a specialist and go to them if you can wait, and figure out the ice heat thing. There's so many things that you're going to learn over this process that it's, with the exposome and the amount of variables that there are in the world, it's impossible to actually know, even with trials, what works and what doesn't between different people, because there's too many different things that go on to actually be able to hone in and say this was that. But if ice works for you, use ice. If heat works for you, use heat. But look it up. Ice will, I'm not even going to get into it. Look it up. That's not my job. Take a photo of it. because as you go on, you're going to want to know what it looked like so you can see micro progress. Even if you don't see it in a day, you might see it in a week, and that could get you motivated. But just take photos so that you know what's going on and so that you can show them or send them to the doctor or whatever you need to do. And once you've scheduled or gone in and seen your doctor, you're basically going to know if he's going to recommend surgery or not. And that is going to open up an entire another world. And this is where I want to say, schedule your surgery if you can as soon as possible, but you have a couple days, hopefully, to get prepared for it or to think or basically research and maybe get or not get whatever your orthopedic is recommending or get second opinions and all that. And when that happens, I have to say I would also recommend to book your physical therapy, because in my experience, everywhere has been 3 weeks booked out. And as soon as I got clearance to do PT, it took me like 200 phone calls to get a physical therapist appointment within like 7 days. And it's brutal to know that you should be doing physical therapy and you're not doing it, and you're doing it online from research stuff at home. So book it as soon as you can, even if you're weeks out. And I'm just going to close this and let you know that if you do end up getting surgery and committing to that, it is an insane mental game. And there's so many things that you can do to prepare yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, to not only accept what's happening, but to study things and materially learn about what's going on with anatomy in your body to like make yourself feel more content, and maybe read some books and stuff. But it's also a time to step back, accept that the universe gave you a huge warning that you needed to take a break and you weren't maybe going to do it yourself. So someone like me who's nonstop, go, this was just like, you need to stop. And it was mind altering, life shattering, like so many words I could mix up and contort. And at the end of the day, it's okay. It's a process that everybody goes through at some point in their life, and nobody has ever gotten injured and not gotten stronger after. The human body is a miracle. We don't understand how it works, but it is constantly keeping us in homeostasis, keeping us alive. And as soon as you break something, it is doing the things that it needs to do to heal and repair, and bone literally binds back together and recreates new bone. It's the most fucked up concept, but we just have to accept it. And eating whole foods, eating nutrient-dense things, nutritious foods, taking supplements, some supplements, like you can't maybe get enough vitamin D depending on where you are in the world or how much sunlight you're getting, and your body doesn't make it, and you need vitamin K to actually process it. So this is the time to research that type of thing. Figure out what you need. Get your supplements. Get them from the right sources. Substitution is okay, but if you can get them from whole foods, there is nothing like the synergy that whole organic food brings you. And maybe it's time to fix your diet and dial in your life, and maybe this was the warning, but you just have to focus on breath work, do the things that you can, the meditation, being calm, relieving stress. All of that allows your body to be in a state of healing and resonance, and you're going to be okay. Everybody's gotten hurt. You're not that special. This isn't some crazy thing where you think it's, well, we always want to make it all about us. Am I going to be okay? You're fine. Everybody has this happen. Take the ego out of it. It's your turn. Use it for the best. Start ordering some things that you know are going to be good for balancing yourself or alignment or building yourself stronger, or books or things that you've wanted to do for a while. But get the idea of switching up your work set to, I'm going to start crushing all of this instead now that I have this time where I can't be physically active, because that's what I thought. And then I immediately realized I can't do any of the things that I thought, because I need to hone in on breath work. I need to hone in on reading and meditation and just being present and being grateful and being in that state where my body is going to feel comfortable, not fasting, taking protein, the right sources of protein, being with friends, being with family. You're going to realize how much people love you, and you're going to realize whether or not you've been a good person by how much you need other people and how much they help you. So there is just so much to take in, but you have to be in a state of gratitude and super humbledness, and don't just turn on the TV and kick back and get all these crazy sensations going through your brain. Shut the TV off. Go to that place where you know that everything is okay, your happy zone, and just get yourself dialed in, because this is a beautiful chapter of your life that you're about to embark on. So what else did I have? This page that I'm looking at is wild. Nature, critical, sunlight, visualization, reading, studying, photos, how confused you're going to be, the difference between the medication that you should be taking, the ice, the heat, finding the specialist, not getting an x-ray at urgent care, scheduling your surgery, scheduling your physical therapy, already being in shape before you even get wrecked, relaxing. Don't move it if you got wrecked. You're going in for surgery. You're all dialed in now. You've got the supplements. You've been eating proper for the past couple days. You copped all of the items that you might need for when you get out of surgery. Oh, let me say this. Take money out of your brain. There is nothing that is more important than your body. And there is no price that you can put on having a healthy body. You'll be able to make more money down the road if your body is intact and proper. So delete any thought you have of the supplements being too expensive, the organic food being too expensive, the higher surgery at the better place being too expensive. Do the right things for your body and yourself. No one else is going to do it if you don't. And get the right sleep. You heal at this weird portion, which is in tune with the circadian rhythm of the planet and darkness. And I literally should have these on right now so I'm not destroying my serotonin. And it's just the melatonin combination. You guys got to get on the studying. This is the time when you need to learn what the body's doing so that you can work with it and you can assist it while it tries to repair you, while you're this conscious creature behind it watching it. Like, you're not the physical body. You need to become one with this whole entire thing, and it needs to become a perfect energy creation of healing. And I just sound insane right now, so I'm just going to keep going. Do not fast. You want your body to get the amount of sleep, the correct amount of sleep, 8, 9, 10 hours, however much you need, and you don't want it to think that it's in a famine. You want to give it the right nutrients at all hours, whenever you're hungry, whenever you're thirsty. Stay hydrated, disregard money, take breaks from the supplements. If you start going crazy like I did and you start ordering a bunch of insane things that they're trialing on people and they're regenerating new cells and they're having your old cells autophagy and the recreation of, I can't even get into it all. There's so much stuff that I hope you guys study and learn, and I just want to say that it's okay that this happened. You need to accept it. It happens to all of us. It's a big change in our life, but it's always for the better, and I just want to say thank you. I want to say you're welcome. I just want to remind you to put positive, loving energy into everything that you do. Make sure that the area that you're in is comfortable and that you're surrounded with people that you love. You're going to need people. I cannot thank my brother and my mother and just my family and any close friend that I've had that's been near me for these past couple weeks. It's been insane, but I think I could say that I would not take it back. I would have done the same thing. I probably would have charged straight onto the sand, or maybe like pulled in flat and tried to have the wave like smoke over me instead of kicking out. But it happened, and I'm here for the journey, and I'm doing everything in my power to make my body the healing machine that it is, and to hone in on that and accelerate it or enhance it. And I'm stoked and grateful to share some of this information with you guys. And I just want to really make you remember that it's okay, and time goes by. It's gonna be over. It's gonna be a year from now. It's gonna be 3 years from now, 6 months, 6 weeks from now. Enjoy the process. You're gonna be better from this. You're gonna become stronger, and anything that you learn, share it with the next person that needs it as much as you did. So thank you guys. Drop a thumbs up, drop a subscribe. That is a command. Peace and love. See you in the next one.